The first time I heard the Adhan, I was sitting alone in a small hostel kitchen in Istanbul, pretending to read a book. I'm a European woman. I grew up in a very secular family. God was something people mentioned in history class or at funerals, not in real life. I believed in being a good person, but I never asked myself who created me or why I was here. I went backpacking, telling everyone I was finding myself. The truth is, the more I traveled, the more lost and empty I felt. That night in Istanbul, as I sat with my cold cup of tea and my untouched book, I heard it. The Adhan. It floated in from an open window, soft at first, then stronger. I didn't understand the words, but my heart reacted before my mind did. It felt like someone knocked gently on a door deep inside my chest. I put the book down and just listened. I remember thinking, whatever they're saying, it sounds real. It sounds like it matters. When it ended, the silence in the kitchen felt heavy. That night, back in my bunk, I searched on my phone, Islamic call to prayer meaning. I read the translation slowly. God is greater. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah. I bear witness that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. Come to prayer. Come to success. Come to success. I stared at those words. I had been chasing success in every form people around me celebrated. Grades, travel, career, relationships, freedom to do anything I wanted. Yet I still felt like a failure at the most basic thing, being at peace with myself. I didn't become Muslim that night. I just said, interesting, closed my phone, and tried to sleep. But something had changed. A door had opened in my heart, and I couldn't completely shut it again. When I went back home to Europe, life returned to normal. Work, weekends, parties, scrolling endlessly on my phone. But late at night, when everyone else was asleep, I would open YouTube and search, "Why do European women become Muslim?" Convert story to Islam. Why Islam? At first, it was pure curiosity. Then, slowly, it became something else. I began recognizing myself in their stories. One woman said, "Islam didn't give me a new God. It gave me a relationship with the God I always felt was there." Another said, "When I read the Qur'an, it felt like the book was reading me." Those sentences stayed in my mind. I ordered a translation of the Qur'an online, secretly. When the package arrived, it was in a plain box, but my hands were shaking as if I was opening something dangerous. I started reading. The most merciful, the especially merciful, Lord of all the worlds. This wasn't the harsh, distant God I had imagined religion talked about. This was a Lord who knew, who cared, who forgives. But my mind fought back. What will my family say? What will my friends think? Are you really going to change your whole life? Are you ready for hijab? For people's comments? So I made a deal with myself. I wasn't becoming Muslim. I was just learning. I watched lectures about the existence of God, about the preservation of the Qur'an, about the status of women in Islam. A lot of my stereotypes began to break. But it wasn't logic alone that moved me. It was one particular verse. Verily, in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest. Rest. That word hit me hard. I realized that was exactly what I had been missing all my life. I never felt truly at rest. One day I was walking through my city, and for the first time, I really noticed the small mosque I had passed 100 times before. A simple building, a green sign, a quiet entrance. I walked past it. Then I stopped. Something pulled me back. My heart was beating so fast. I argued with myself outside the door. They'll judge you. They'll think you're crazy. You don't even know what to say. I almost walked away. But then I remembered a sentence I had heard in a video. If you take one step toward Allah, He comes to you faster than you can imagine. So I took one small step. I opened the door. Inside, it was peaceful. A few women were sitting on the carpet at the back. One of them looked up and smiled at me, a warm, sincere smile. "Hello," I said awkwardly. "I'm not Muslim. I just have questions." She replied gently, "You are very welcome. Come, sit." I told her everything, my secular background, the Adhan in Istanbul, my secret Qur'an, my fears and doubts. She listened without interrupting, without judging. Then she said, "You don't have to be born Muslim for Allah to love you. The fact that He brought you here, it already means He sees you." I felt tears in my eyes. "I'm not a good person," I whispered. "I've done things I regret." She answered, "Islam is not for perfect people. It is for people who are tired of being far from their Creator. When you turn back to Allah sincerely, He forgives all your past. You are not your past. You are your next step." Those words went straight into my heart. For a few weeks, I kept visiting the mosque, asking questions, watching, listening. No one pressured me. They just kept reminding me, your relationship is with Allah first. People come later. One night, alone in my room, I said quietly, "Oh Allah, if this is the truth, make it clear to me and make my heart firm." The next day, I woke up with an unusual calm. The fears were still there, but underneath them was certainty. I went back to the mosque and told the same woman with shaking hands, "I think I'm ready. I want to become Muslim." Her eyes filled with tears. "Are you sure?" she asked. "Yes," I said. "I believe." I repeated the Shahada after her, word by word. "I bear witness that there is no God worthy of worship except Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah." When I finished, I felt something I had never felt before. Not fireworks, not something dramatic, just a deep, heavy burden lifting off my heart. I started crying and I couldn't stop. On my way home, the streets were the same, the sky was the same, but I was not the same. For the first time in my life, I knew who created me, why I was here, and where I wanted to go. I didn't just find Islam. Islam found me.
Allahu Akbar.